Hello and welcome to my channel. My wife just recently came home from Berlin, and as I was taking care of my daughter and she was ill, she decided to grab me a little something from Berlin. Also because she was into a store, a supply store, which is called Modulor, which is a like 4 stores huge art supply store in Berlin, and I love that place. And you people out there would definitely know it, I guess. So let's just see what kind of beautiful things she got me. First off, there are these Copic Multiliner, water and Copic proof. And this is a different one here. We can just test them out afterwards to see how they, what kind of quality we have. And then we have this Hanemühle cappuccino book. So the pages are toned in this color here. I had one of these before in A4 size, so I really remember the good quality of it. I love these, so just gonna open it. Let's see. The reason why we are here in the window shelf or window apartment is because my daughter's in next door and has been home from daycare, so there's no room for a YouTuber as me currently. Wow, I just need to get the camera up here so you can see the quality of this. I love the texture of this cover here. Beautiful tone paper. And this paper really allows you to, I guess, play around with also white fine liners and all that. They have this beautiful band here also. Could try to do some testing of the new multi-brush here. Multiliner is this called. Oy. Oh, it has that really nice effect once you push harder, it becomes this broad line. You can do all sorts of things with this one. Brush liner, not very far from the Fudeno, what are they called now? The pens I just bought recently for doing the children's book. And this one is more firm in the quality, and I also like this one very much. Make some really broad strokes here. Really nice multiliners. I look forward to use them way more, and it could be in fact that they're so good that I could use them for Inktober. Already now I'm thinking if I participate this year, there would be a good obstruction to get into these. Yeah. So there's one more sketchbook actually she got for me, which is I mean probably one of the most beautiful sketchbooks that I've ever owned. It's just very, very simple in the design. I do like simple things, and the blue ribbon here, and then the format. I think it's something wonderful about this format. Give you guys a closer look. It has this off-white quality, as you can tell when you compare, and a really nice paper quality. It doesn't say anything about like how thick it is, the GSM per GSM of the quality, but I look so much forward to that. And for this one, I am thinking I will go nuts with pastels in this sketchbook here. And for that reason, I just did some testing out of how I could sharpen my pastels. And so I sharpened these because sometimes you want to have a more precise line quality with the pastels. And I tried to experiment using a utility knife, so let's see if I can find a good one. And then I found this sharpener here that I don't know if it's actually for makeup or something. It has like a large hole here and then a smaller one here, and I found out that these were actually brilliant for sharpening. So you can test this one out. These Candage pastels here are so old that the paper sticks to the pastel itself, but they work just fine. So let me show you something very soothing. Go, and then use the smaller one here to just get a point. And of course you lose some pastel here. I'm aware of that. It kind of bleeds a bit in my heart when I see all the good pastel going down the tray here, but you know, I gotta have a bit of a point here to do some finer lines. And I have a plan for these things down here. I'm planning on using them for something, maybe creating an illustration out of these, which will be fun. And so yeah, that was, if you can get a hold of one of these, then that should be good for the pastels. And then otherwise you can use a utility knife. So my plan for this sketchbook here is to use only pastels, and I might just experiment maybe with finding a style for children's book, and also have the idea of maybe drawing people on the street and try to make them like characters in a way. So I think that these the format here could be useful for drawing just one person, for instance here. Need maybe to sharpen these a bit more. So those were some beautiful new stuff, some new art supplies I got. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you around.